If yes, come a little closer, please. Tell me, what does marriage mean to you? How are you doing in your marriage? All is good? A little good? Could it be better? Are you improving? Or is it just a total sham? So what's the idea? The idea is that you grow up and you naturally seek union with someone else to grow together joyfully and harmoniously, which is actually a natural phenomenon even in nature. But what we refer to as the union of two people in our world today, so-called relationship or marriage, is a total sham. I mean, let's call it for what it is. Rarely would you find a proper marriage in the context that it was supposed to be. Usually this relationship or marriage thing, it starts out with two people, happy, free, unassuming, and ready to explore life together, somewhat oblivious of what the future will bring, but they don't care. It's the excitement to find out together. That's what fuels them. Definitely a joyful place to start, if you ask me. And at that time, there are no strict rules like that or boundaries. You talk, you share, you laugh, you go home, and then you miss all that talk, all that laughter, all that shares. And you want to do it again. You just want to spend the rest of your days making each other happy. None of you pays any attention to each other's flaws. Those little obvious bad habits that you have, you overlook them because the eyes of love can't see anything at that time. It only sees the good in that person. Oh, if only we could keep those same eyes forever. But as you both soldier on, it's still looking good. You begin to get used to each other's company. You rub off on each other. You agree with their point of view. You see where they're coming from. You finish each other's sentences. At least some love stories. I don't know, maybe some people didn't even have that at the beginning. You become intimate with each other. You try to get to know them more deeply, their childhood stories, their family background, their upbringing. You're not judging them at this point. You tolerate their inadequacies, faults that seem pretty obvious, but again, loving eyes. And you know that you yourself are not perfect, so you let it go. They make little sacrifices for you. You also give up some parts of yourself. The guy might even cut back on hanging with his boys to take you out on special dates. You might wear that particular hairstyle that he likes. It's give and take. It's tit for tat. You do things for each other to see them happy. You serve them with your love and they in turn serve you back. There's lots of genuine respect for one another. Empathy is present. Their pain is your pain. Their joy is your joy. Jay, this ideal union we are all looking for that is made in heaven. But then reality hits. Some say if you let it, I say it will definitely hit. Because as the relationship goes into another phase, which it will, because there's something called the honeymoon phase, which means that there are other phases that will follow. When that honeymoon phase ends, because it will eventually, then enters the reality phase. The little things that you condoned at first now starts to bother you. Those little bad habits that he used to have gets amplified. His many faults, now obviously pronounced. He doesn't put the toilet seat down. She eats with her mouth wide open. He snores loudly all through the night. She picks her nose at the dinner table. Everything is now visible. Loving eyes begin to fade, and judging eyes begin to bulge. You want to burst out and just call the other person out. But at first, you keep certain things to yourself. But it keeps building up inside. And the more it's not discussed, the more it's piling up. And you're just so ready to burst. Then one day, you pop and you blow up. You have your first major fight. No one's talking to each other. Even the Netflix series you both were watching has now been abandoned. There's this drifting away that's happening. And some even begin to resent each other. Is this the right union that was made in heaven? That no man should put asunder? that we all dance to on the wedding day saying, I do, till death do us part. Nah. You suddenly find yourself complaining to your other friends, your family members about his or her bad behavior, his flaws, what irks you about him. Your mind blows it out of proportion because, hey, you're now looking for the evidence of what you've been suspecting all along. You say he's changed. You forget that you yourself have not stayed constant like the first day. You also forget that the other person is a sum total of all the past experiences and events that happened to them that has now shaped their lives and influenced their likes and dislikes, their opinions and their beliefs, their religious background and understanding of life, even what they prefer to eat and which side of the bed they're lying down. And all of this will be different from how you were raised. Your belief system and your moral structure, including whether you scatter your clothes around in the room or whether you're well organized, whether you put the toilet seat down or you pee around the toilet seat. So how do you reconcile two people of different orientations, different backgrounds, different likes and dislikes, different sets of values? Obviously, they will have something in common. We know that for sure. Of course, that is why they attracted themselves to each other in the first place. But chances are they have more differences than they have similarities. And rightly so, because I don't want someone exactly like myself that acts like me and does everything like me. I don't want to be in a relationship with another me. I'm already doing that. I need someone that complements me and brings out the good qualities in me. But it's easier said than done, because I realized very quickly too that is such an enormous pressure to put on someone else who also is trying to navigate this thing that we call life. If I spend my childhood years daydreaming about my ideal Prince Charming and how I expect him to show up for me, what then gives me the right to think that my reality is going to match my daydream? It's not likely. So the key is to find yourself in the world, by yourself, to become the best version that you daydreamed about being. And then look at your partner as the one that you are sharing the you that you have found with. Let that sink in. There, that's your Prince Charming. The love you have found for yourself that you automatically want to spread to touch someone else. That is a marriage. Not demanding for them to help fix a broken part of you so that you forget your pain or your hurt or your flaws. If the inside is not okay, no Prince Charming from outside with all the charm in the world can fix you. So sooner or later, the cracks will show and we'll all buckle under pressure of not knowing who we truly are, but expecting the other person to know how to fix us or how to show up for us. There's 8 billion people on the planet, and this poor guy or this poor girl that you've met doesn't know what's coming, and they must fit into your mind's narrative of how things should be, an imaginary description to the T. Otherwise, there's a problem. And if you don't like the current reality because it doesn't match your inner illusions, then there's a bigger problem. The world must change to suit your needs for you to be happy. That's the wrong way to be married. We are all just a bunch of selfish human beings with love as conditioned as you must get it right, or that's it, or for some people, it's my way or no way. What kind of love is that? What kind of life is that? Give me a love that's unconditional, that is not based on how tall or how pretty I am. Even my little dog gives me that. She doesn't care how long I've been gone or if I've added 2 kilos. She loves me unconditionally. Why can't we human beings be like that? We look at trees like that, but we look at each other so differently. So we wake up and we say, oh, that person is no longer doing it for me, because you assumed there was something that they needed to do, but actually you needed to do it for yourself. You needed to find unconditional love for yourself. You wanted someone else to come and tick your boxes, to give you the Shakti, the energy, the chi, the dopamine hit, the highs, the joys, the pleasures, the enjoyment, the happiness, which you imagined that you will get from them forever. Who lied to you? No, you have to get it yourself, inwardly, and resonate with it, ready to serve it lovingly and share with the other person, whereby you're both looking upwards to your Creator, vowing to be the best versions of yourselves, first individually and then collectively as a union. That is a marriage, or at least something close to it. We used to see that in many generations ago, but I'm not sure what we have today qualifies. This one making the rounds these days is riddled with big adults living in fear, not love, making huge demands on each other because they are free to fix themselves first. Their loving eyes, if they ever had any, has faded into judging eyes that only sees each other's flaws and misdeeds. If you understand this one concept, you would have solved all of your life's problems. You are to make yourself happy in this world, to find supreme joy and happiness, and no husband, no wife, no partner, no child, no dog, no friend, no side chick, no sugar daddy is going to come and do it for you. It's an internal emotion that you must generate from within. That's when you'll have a relationship that's rooted in love, understanding and respect for one another, rather than fear, need, demands, dependency. This journey should be exciting and enjoyable, because all you ever want is to serve the welfare of that person and share the joy which you have found from life with them. I don't know anyone who will live up to your expectations or my expectations, because in reality, my expectations keeps changing. They are not AI. We're human spirits with feelings and emotions, guided by our unreliable intellect, which is often very selfish and needy anyway to start with. We often forget that what attracted us to each other was who we were and not what we wanted to change in each other. We should learn to live with each other the way we are and how we are unfolding every day, and not the way we want each other to be. We will always be disappointed. And if you can't love and respect the other, feel free to walk away lovingly to where you can find and give that love and respect. But start by loving and respecting yourself first. So until next time, be gentle with who you are. There's only one of you in 8 billion. Bye for now.